Hey family, it's King Kurus. Today I'm pulling back the curtain to give you a quick peek at how I make some of this Black History Month content. So, creating these videos really is a labor of love, and it starts long before Black History Month begins. The research phase is crucial. I dive into books, academic papers, and archived newspapers to ensure that the facts are accurate. But sharing these stories is not just about relaying facts. We're storytellers, and my goal is to bring these historical figures and events to life. And that means understanding the context of their times and the impact of the actions that happened. Once I've gone through this process and pulled together a script, I then have to sit down and think visually. I have to think about how can I illustrate these stories in a way that's engaging and informative. And this is where I started experimenting with the walking videos, picking locations, buying new camera equipment, finding time away from my family, planning out routes, and finding and downloading and up-speccing the images that I'm going to use to overlay. That was one of your suggestions, by the way, and I thank you for that. The recording of these videos is just wild. I'm not the best videographer at all, and it will quite often take me multiple takes to get it just right. And occasionally I will just have curious people wondering what this black man walking around with a camera is actually doing. No one's called the police on me just yet. If it does happen, I will let you know. All right? So once the video is done, once I've narrated the audio, then comes the editing phase. And this is probably, well, it used to be one of the most time-consuming parts of the whole process, but it's all gotten a bit long now, if I'm honest with you, right? But this is the stage where I will edit down the audio, take out any gaps. I will pay for, find and add music. So these background noises and sounds that you hear are all bought and paid for, so I don't get copyright strikes or have any of this content taken down. It's where I'll add in the overlaid images, I'll adjust the pacing, and I tweak everything to try my best to make sure everything flows smoothly. It's time consuming, but it's what brings the whole thing together. And then finally, especially for this series, I'll try and optimize the content for each platform: YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and of course, extended versions of everything for you here on Patreon. Creating this content is challenging, but it's incredibly rewarding. I've learned so much and gained so many new skills. This kid who left school with 4 GCSEs, maths and English, isn't being one of them. This person who's found out he's dyslexic now reads, writes, and records scripts all the time. And just doing this study into Black history has really it's made me grow in terms of skills and as a person, and spiritually. I'm a deeper and richer person for taking on this work. And once everything goes out into the world, I tell you what, every view, every share, every comment, even the hate comments, reminds me why this work is so important. So thank you for all your support, which makes this all possible. Your contributions on Patreon help to cover some of the costs of producing this content, the transport, the video, the web hosting, all of the subscriptions I have to take out. Your support contributes to all of that, and I appreciate you so, so, so much. Next week, I'll be sharing bite-sized versions of these stories on TikTok. So if you can, please come and join me over there and help me to reach even more people with these amazing stories by liking and sharing the posts. Stay blessed, and remember, Black history is world history.